I'm working on the third iteration of the Insight tree design. And in case you're not familiar with what the first two designs are, let's not worry about it. I'll explain the problem. But specifically on this, I'd really like your inputs on both how to make this more usable and how to make this better designed. Let me start with the problem that we are trying to solve. This is specifically for NTT, but I intend this as a broader single purpose product. This is how they share. This is an example of one of their slides. This is how they share their financials with their executive team. So they say that, for example, our total services budget has been reduced by so many $1 million, which is a degrowth of 6%, and there is a $83 million gross profit, which has shrunk by 10%. Effectively, a slide title that summarizes the main point, with a couple of pivot tables as part of it, in which they highlight specific areas. So, for example, that the 6% reduction primarily came from three regions: AP, EU, and UK, and that the primary causes from function perspective are technical services revenue, and profit was primarily dropped because of technical services gross profit, and so on. The thing to take away is that there is a pivot table in which there are specific elements that are at multiple levels that are highlighted, which constitute the insight that needs to be conveyed. And then they actually add text on the slide explaining each of these points. What we want to do is automate the identification. So, what to highlight should be automated, and the narration, what to say, like out here and in more detail here, should be automated, and allowing them the flexibility to decide that that's not what they want to show. So if automatically this is what we highlighted, they may say, well, look, I already know that my technical revenue is low, so highlighting the technical GP is not really what I want to do, but maybe I want to highlight something else. This looks really bad, so that's what I really want to highlight, maybe. So we want to allow them to highlight different things than what we auto highlight, and also narrate it in a different way. We may just put in a simple statement that this is really low, but they may want to say, yeah, that's because of an earthquake in China or whatever. To do this, here is the crude design that I'm proposing, and this is what I'd really like your inputs on. I'm creating an interface that's kind of like PowerPoint, but it's really on a web page. We have a title, the application title. I'm sure there needs more stuff, and I'm sure there are more navigation elements than I can think of. But there are three actions that I will come to in a short while. I'll start with the right hand side, which is really the equivalent of one slide or one insight. And there will be multiple such on the left hand side that they can create, edit, and move around. Every slide has a title. It applies a set of filters to the data. So we can say region, Americas, service is CS plus TS, and there could be any of a variety of services that we filter by. So what happens actually when you click on any of these drop downs? So let's say if I click on the CS plus TS drop down, it lists the tree of possible options out of which I can select one or more. And there are other metrics that I can filter by. So if I click on the plus, then that should show me a list of possible metrics that I can, okay, I don't have a drop down for that. But yeah, it should highlight a series of possible metrics that I could add, and that gets added as a filter here. I haven't really thought through how to remove one of these. So maybe I guess we should, as part of this drop down, have something like a remove filter. There should also be a clear filter, so that a remove will just completely knock it off, and clear will just, actually, why bother? Remove will do, right? Fine. So that will allow us to add or remove any set of filters. Not sure if this is the best or even a good way of doing it, but we need this capability. Then we have effectively a pivot table. What I mean by that is we have tabular data, and the data can be in a hierarchy also. So against a set of rows and against a set of columns, we have a set of measures. And this is not very different from how a pivot table is constructed. So I may have country under region. So that gives us one set of things, and then I can possibly have uh, to the entity. So is it dimension data versus entity? I don't know what other, yeah, and what type of service are we looking at? So this kind of ability is what we want to replicate out here. So how does one go about adding columns and rows? Well, rather than having something on the right, I figured what if we have a button saying add call, which if you click on, it gives you the option to add a set of columns or remove the existing columns. So right now we have 3 columns: metric, value, quarter. So if I click on add call, I can remove any one of these and add any one of these. What if I want to move them around? Like with, okay, I guess out here I should be able to, okay, no, yeah, like by dragging and dropping here, I can move them around. I should be able to just drag and drop these headers. So country, if I drag it onto service, it should reorder it. Similarly, if I drag metric onto value, it should reorder it. This is the main content. Now there are some cells that are highlighted. These are the cells that have an insight. And what I mean by an insight is something like, for example, against one, there's a $203 million dollar budget gap in the Q1 revenue for this particular area. And that is the top problem area. This text is auto-generated initially, but is editable. What I mean by that is if somebody clicks on this auto insights, the system will go through all of these cells in the current set of filters and the current layout, and using whatever logic, let's not worry about the exact logic, it will say this is the number 1 cell that you should highlight, this is the number 2 cell, number 3 cell, number 4, how many ever it decides it needs to highlight. When doing so, it will automatically create a piece of text that explains why it thought this particular cell should have been highlighted, and these will be displayed here one on top, one after another. Now, I'm not very happy about putting this so far away, and one alternative that I thought was if we click on any one of these, so let's say I randomly click on this cell 50, minus 50, it will show me the insight related to that cell. Or if I click on this 203, it will have a pop-up like this that shows the insight related to the current cell, which will have exactly the same content as what we have here. So in other words, there are 2 ways of seeing the same insight. One, read it like below. You don't have to click anywhere, just see and absorb. Though of course why you have to scroll all the way to the bottom to see it is an open question. Maybe it shouldn't be at the bottom, it should be at the top perhaps. And the second is click on a cell and see the insight, and that applies to any cell. We also want the ability to unhighlight or highlight a cell. So if I click on this minus 50 and decide I want to highlight it, here is some text which captures the insight. If I select highlight, this should become insight number 4 and get added here. And this cell should also be marked in red. Of course, if I clicked on an already highlighted cell, then that should become then it should show me an unhighlight option, which if I select, it turns white and that gets removed and things get reordered. We also want the ability to click anywhere out here and just edit because the insights can be annotated manually. We also want the ability to reorder by just dragging these. So if I move this box 2 over 1, then 1 and 2 get swapped, and the corresponding numbers that are on these cells, they also get swapped. There is also okay, sorry. The other thing is in each of these cells, we want a bunch of options. If I want to, let's take these headers for the rows. If I right click on a row header, we want a few capabilities. I want to delete the services column. I want to just hide the totals like it appears here and here. I don't want the totals. Or I do want the totals, but I don't want the total above all of these items. I want the total below these items. Those are a few options. I may also, if I'm, let's say, right clicking on the CS row, I may just want to hide this row, nothing else. Or if there are things under it, then I may want to expand this. So CS plus TS has CS and TS under it. So if I right click on CS plus TS, then it allows me to collapse this row, in which case the CS row will be hidden, TS row will be hidden, only the CS plus TS will be shown. Or if I click on expand this row, if there's anything under it, it would expand those as well. I could also right click on a row and sort all of these columns. So these columns are in a certain order. I could sort them in ascending or descending order. What do I mean? Well, let's go back to the values here. So I have 203 minus 90 minus 49, 23. So this is already kind of in increasing order. But if I click on, okay, if I right click on TS and then say sort, then what it would do is this minus 20, minus 40, minus 9, minus 8, they aren't in the right order. So it would take this column, move it to the left. So minus 40 will be the first element, then minus 20, then 9, and so on. So that's what the sorting option does. Same thing for the column headers. I can either just remove one particular, sorry, this should have been column. So I can just remove one particular, I can remove this entire column block. Or if there are totals, I can hide the totals just like here. Or I can show the totals on the right hand side instead of the left hand side. I can hide one specific column instead of that entire column class. I can expand, collapse, sort. So in this case, it will sort the rows in ascending or descending order. So that's another set of capabilities that we want. The idea being that what we do on Excel here, being able to add columns, reorder columns, collapse a particular one like this, or expand them like this, the very same capability we want them to provide, so that the user can decide, well, the person who's creating the storyline can decide what exactly they want to present and how, and focus on the important areas and defocus from the unimportant areas. So that manual flexibility we are looking to provide here. Now, this apart, the slide also has a takeaway that they can just click to edit and type any content. There's also a little footnote section here. They can put in the source, whatever else they need, that can also be edited. After doing this, if they click on the save button, that saves the current slide, and all of the slides are visible on the left hand side. So this set of slides can be you can just drag and drop them and reorder them in any way. You can click on any cell and the contents can be edited. So then you can just change the region, change the service, change whatever else, and then save it. The slide gets saved. You can also right click on the slide, and when you right click, the set of options that you get are duplicate slide, which takes the same slide and copies it below itself, or delete slide, which removes the slide. There's also an add slide here as an alternative to duplicate. If you just click on add slide, it'll add an empty slide where you can add your rows, add your columns, and fill in whatever insights are there. There's also an option to link to other slides. So after the takeaway, you can say, I want to point people not just to the next slide, but if they want to jump somewhere, I can allow them to jump somewhere. So I can click on add related slide. What that will do is show me all of the possible slides that are there on the left hand side. So I may say click on the third slide. That will add a little box here which has the same title as the third slide, which I can also edit and then say, look, if you want to see more information about just this particular region or this particular service, jump there directly instead of having to follow the flow. It's possible for them to reorder this and keep adding insights. So now what we have is the equivalent of something that could go into a slideshow. The stuff on the right hand side is what needs to be seen. So if they click on slideshow, the stuff on the left gets hidden and the entire page focuses on this, where they can see the specific insights, click on one of these insights, and well, okay, somewhere there should be a next button. But if they click on the next button, that will take them to the next part of the storyline, which the title will elaborate on, but also jump across the storyline through these links. This is the flow that I have in mind. I am not comfortable with a couple of things. One, usability. How could this be made easier and more intuitive to use? Second is design. How could this be made not just aesthetically pleasing, but also functionally more useful as well? My request is for you to share your review on this in any form that is convenient. If you think an email with points helps, great. If you think a call with screen sharing helps, great. If you want to record a video and share, that's great. If you want to sketch something on paper and pen or in Vision or whatever, that's great. Any form. It doesn't have to be comprehensive. If there's just one thing that strikes you, just let me know. And if you want to take a particular area and just focus on that area, that's perfectly fine too. Really looking forward to your inputs. Thank you.